What is up, DTube Steam blockchain? So today I want to talk a little bit quick about four big things that has happened in, let's say, the tech industry or software industry or just inside of technology industry. And that is these things, yes, some started earlier, of course, and a lot of stuff compounds on top of each other, but a lot of things has happened, or these four things was something that really popped up in my awareness 2019, and I did not see too much 2018 or 2017 about these things. And these are, so I wrote them down, the four things that is kind of tied together, and people should probably be a little bit aware of these technologies. So these, I'm not sure if you even can call it innovations, but so first of all, I saw that you can now generate fake audio. So people can make, if they have a lot of data from some kind of audio, you can generate, they did this with Jordan B. Peterson, just because he has a lot of videos talking a lot of stuff. Someone made some kind of neural net, neural programming, deep learning something, where you can just type in any words and he say those words. So that's like, okay, so we're gonna have now that was shut down, of course, but of course these tools are gonna be up and soon available for everyone, even in their phone. And that basically means that soon everyone can sort of make audio and remix a lot of stuff, kind of like YouTube a little bit is right now, but kind of YouTube on steroids in terms of remixing, when people can make any voice say anything. People should sort of be aware of this technology. And then we do have on YouTube, you're starting to see a lot of deep fake videos where people are having fun with this, where they are replacing a face with an identical face from some other famous person. And there are some YouTube channels dedicated to this right now, and seeing how great the technology already is, it is going pretty fast. It's improving pretty quick. So the first one, fake audio, so-called fake audio, and then deep fake videos. So at the moment, people are mainly just experimenting with replacing the face, and sometimes it's not perfect. It takes a couple of hours to do, but it's improving quite rapidly. And the two others are, yeah, AI generated text. So I think with OpenAI, they sort of had this tool where you can generate so-called fake text by feeding it some form of data. So what all these has in common, it's all about data. If you have data, you can make fake audio sound real. You can make deep fake videos that looks like a real thing, and you can also make fake text that looks like a person wrote it themselves, and a lot of it can sometimes be kind of engaging. And I think that tool also got shut down. So a lot of these tools, just because they are so new, a lot of the developers, they try to raise, someone tried to raise some awareness about like this technology, it's coming now, and this technology, people should be aware of it, right? People should be aware of all this new technology now coming with audio remixing, video remixing, and text remixing. And the last one, which is probably one of the crazier one, is you can there are websites called, there's one website called This Person Does Not Exist. You can auto generate a human face, and I think this is mainly because of NVIDIA GPUs that they got the breakthrough, I think last year, 2018, where they figured out a way to faster be able to generate new unique faces from nothing. And on top of that, we also have seen them. People have tried this app called Face App in and just seen with photos how quick you can make you can put on, let's say, a filter. We have had filters for a long time, Instagram, Snapchat, and also third-party apps that has done filters a long time, but now they're really stepping it up to the next level. They're really starting to become good, these apps. And that's also going to spur a lot of remixing and yeah, and these are the four main things that I saw are kind of coming together now, especially this year. Uh, that these tools all sort of have come this year, and it's mainly because of the easier access to information technology, better smartphones, faster devices, faster GPUs, and everything's like sort of coming together. And this is going to create a need to sort of move eventually the whole internet to new, more modern infrastructures, as the blockchain infrastructure, tokens infrastructure, and stuff that geeks and developers have looked at a long time, and they sort of understood it a long time with other platforms that, well, the way technology is going, it's that is going so rapid that people are going to do so many remixing and stuff like that, and the people want to do a lot of stuff that they, it's gonna, of course, it's gonna be both bad and good, right? It's gonna be misused, and then people also gonna do random stuff with it. Because, for example, you see on the comments on YouTube, for example, with these remix videos, people have like fun suggestions and stuff like that for more stuff to do. But at the same time, people should really be aware of these things, because it's only going to speed up from here. It's only going to be, technology is only going to become more and more powerful, and artificial intelligence is going to roll in big time, and uh, and everyone's going to be able to do their own research, and that's again what the whole internet in some ways already was about. Do a lot of like, how do you, like most technology first is military use, and then it rolls out to the mainstream. And that's exactly what we're seeing now with information technology and these super powerful gadgets. iPhone 11 Max or Pro Max, the Huawei P30 Pro, OnePlus 7 Pro, Galaxy S10 Plus. These are stepping it up big time. These are fast phones. They have lots of storage. They have great apps. They have great RAM, and they charge fairly fast. They have super good cameras. They are starting to become quite good phones, and that is why you're seeing this speed up. And and yeah, people should be aware of it. People should be aware of these new technologies, and I'm not sure if you're gonna have, let's say, eventually some form of signature function on blockchain-based systems. I'm not really sure where social media and all of that is going, but I think that most people can sort of see, at least on the old social media platforms, that they have no way of moderating stuff, or have some way of let's say the power of the people or something like that. There's no way people have a like button, people have a share button, but regular people don't really have that much influence, and that's kind of dangerous. Like, if people do not have influence, and you have this super powerful software and hardware, it's like the only way you can have like, the only best thing is that people have same access to the same hardware and same software, and that people can learn to start to empower other people and use more sense when they're using the internet, because their actions can multiply. So if people have more sense of their actions, then that's way better. It's probably going to create a better outcome. But yeah, probably a lot of this technology is going to be used for a lot of creative purposes, and a lot of crazy stuff also as well. And But I think that eventually, when you get some, I think eventually, yeah, we're gonna get to some form of point where people have the same hardware, same software, and then when they truly are empowered, then I think the people can start to have a more responsible role. and and yeah, you just need to increase awareness a little bit, because a lot of these other platforms, they're really trying to dumb people down, and it's really really dangerous. It's really dangerous if you don't make it so people can empower themselves, empower their intelligence. And it's great that these token based systems are looking at having better grounded systems, because it's going to be needed. Like, you can't have all of this super powerful technology and have, let's say, weak platforms. Like, it's the same with Bitcoin, for example. It's like you need systems that are being tested a lot. And now I know, because that can sound like a joke now, because in some ways Bitcoin, it's not being attacked daily in terms of, yes, by the media, but not in terms of like super big hacker attacks. uh I think, yeah, there has been some few major ones, but I don't think people try to do it daily. But you sort of get the point where you sort of need systems that are being tested a lot. And YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, they're not being challenged. And so they can sort of grow super, super stagnant. And you can sort of get this ecosystem that is not learning. You sort of want a vibrant ecosystem that's learning day-to-day basis, and it's getting a little bit sharper daily, just because it has attentive people that sort of looking at different things. And in a vibrant ecosystem, you're probably going to have a lot of failures. You're going to have a few success stories. That's how it should work. Not everything can sort of succeed, right? And it shouldn't. But it should sort of move with the fishes, like upstream, towards some better system. But yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about those four things, because I don't think most people are that much aware of it, because it can be kind of hard to find these stuff on the internet, because you have to sort of search around a lot. But yeah, to summarize: fake audio, fake video, fake humans, fake text, fake text. Um, I think, in some ways, uh, people eventually are, yeah, they're also going to move forward, probably then in the future, going to look more at it as a lot of stuff is just energy. Not to sound like super woo woo, but it's like people should probably eventually have some increased awareness for if it's mainly energy fields and stuff like that, then people can sort of do a little bit daily, or if they can do more, if they're capable of more, but they can sort of start to spot patterns, and not maybe be so identified with uh, people are a bit too much identified. For example, when people are having arguments and discussions, you see that most of the time it gets out of hand and usually never leads to anywhere. And eventually humans probably going to realize, well, this doesn't really make stuff that much better, and it's going to be way more slower and but uh, more stable sort of process. That's slower, yes, it's slower, but it sort of works. That might sound super confusing. Yeah, but people should know about this. People should know. And they should just have sense about it. They should just be aware of it. Don't have to attach a label to it like this is good or this is bad. It's just technology. It's just technology, and humans can decide. Now they have a conscious decision they can do. They can decide what kind of platforms they want to support, because now we have both the blockchain stuff and we have the crypto stuff, and we do have the older platforms. I'm not saying the blockchain stuff is the best thing, because we have limited data. We're probably gonna have maybe even better systems in the future. Who knows? But at the moment, there are options eventually that is coming in. More options are coming in because, especially with more access to more information and better devices and access to more humans, you're gonna have options, okay? But then again, people have this sort of they have this sort of, if they're not happy with something, they sort of have to look at things and sort of try to see if they can improve something or if they can tweak a little thing, and then sort of move forward a little bit with a tweaked direction. You can kind of look at life as a big ship, and you need some kind of captain on top of it. That you should probably have some kind of captain that you look up to. So if let's say you have a boat, you have a crew, and you are on the boat, and you don't have to see anything or everything with your perception, but you should probably have a captain up there at the top that is sort of always looking at things and reports back to you, because that is sufficient. That's sufficient. Everyone should probably have some form of captain, and a person should know that they don't have to do everything themselves. With this better hardware and software and more access to people and better technology, there is a lot of kind people out there. There's a lot of kind people, and a person doesn't have to be an expert in all fields, as we had to do when there was more scarcity in the world. But now we can more outsource stuff, and people can do what they're good at. They can try to contribute what they're best at, what their talents are, and so on. And then eventually people work as an anthill or something like that. That humans are building something, and they're investing their time, energy, resource into it, and let's see what happens. Yeah, have an awesome day, DTube and the Steam blockchain. Bye bye.